Good morning. This is Bill from out of Europa, Naples, and today I have this 1999 Porsche 911 Carrera Convertible. Now, this is a 996 model, which you're probably going to read about. If you look at these things, they were the first water-cooled 911 to emerge from the factory. As such, they were kind of destined to be controversial cars before they even came off the drawing board. As we all know, the Porsche fan base, the Porsche purists, they want air-cooled, but it just isn't feasible in the modern era, not in a significant car like this. So Porsche had to make the switch. They did it. The 996 emerged, and the controversies came quickly thereafter. You can see this one's finished in a very attractive silver metallic outside. It's got black leather inside. Frankly, the perfect muted conservative color combination for a 911. You see these things in yellow and pink and Miami blue, and it's fine. They look pretty cool. They look pretty hot, but it's not really what a Porsche is in my mind. They should just be very conservative, very proper, a nice way to get to work every day. This one is a TipTronic model. The TipTronic is kind of the originator of the flippity-flip idea on the steering wheel. Really does, change the dynamics of having an automatic in the car. It can make it very much like a stick in some regards. Of course, sans the gas pedal. Anyway, you see everything nice and straight, good-looking 5-spoke. I believe those are Carrera 2 wheels, but don't hold me to it. Vented discs up front, black calipers, no rust. Everything looking really, really good in the wheel and tire department. You can see it's got a big front air dam there and letting in a ton of air to cool that 3.4-liter 6-cylinder in the back, and a very handsome, very clean design on the car. These headlights were something of a controversy. A lot of guys said they were not appealing. They didn't, sort of mimic the classic bug look that Porsches had. They were too much like the Boxsters. That's fine. It's all a matter of opinion. I think they're pretty striking headlights, and, it really doesn't bother me if they appeared on the Boxster. On this particular car, they're mint. Sometimes you see that little rubber seal on the back is degraded to the point of being sticky. This is all crusty and yellow. You can see this thing's been garaged very, very properly. Ditto the inner lens. They can be all yellowed and cracked and faded. Guess this thing wasn't driven too much at night. Anyway, very nice up there. Porsche did actually adjust the 996 headlights to react to the wailing crowds, but yeah, I don't know. They looked any better than those. All right, this little guy right here is a in-trunk rear spoiler that will pop up at speed. You can also raise and lower it manually if you think it looks appealing. But anyway, over, I think 30, 35 miles an hour, that thing will come up and plant the rump down in the wind to keep downforce proper. Here is a horizontally opposed, which is still very classic Porsche. 6-cylinder engine, 3.4 liters. It's full of whirring and ticking and great mechanical noises that Porsches are famous for. This thing puts out just under 300 horse, I think 296. More than adequate to move this car down the road at a pretty special clip. You can see big twice pipes down there, nice little muted bumperettes, and everything lovely back there. Have a look in the frunk. God, I hate that word. Anyway, you see the Zuffenhausen emblem there, nice and proper, not too stone chipped. Under here we have a temporary spare, set of touch-up paint. You got a toolkit down low, set of books here, amplifier for the stereo. I got my bag of crap. There's the original floor mats. Anyway, all nice and lovely in the frunk, as it should be. I'm going to zoom in on this build sticker, so guys who want to go through that little website where you put in the codes and find out where the car has, there you go. You can pause on it. And anyway, everything nice and lovely there. Now, to close these things properly, just push them down like that, then use the palm of your hand on the emblem. Give it a little tap. Never slam it. God, that drives me nuts when that happens. All right, in here, you could see Porsche does have back seats in a 911. Pretty historically cool. Also, these things will flip down for cargo if you need to do that, or to shade a, you know, miniature Datsun on the back seats. Everything lovely back there, not too much fading on this hump, and looking pretty good. These cutaways here cover a pop-up rollover protection, so in the event of calamity, a couple of, you know, sort of rocket-propelled roll bars are going to come up and keep your head safe in a rollover collision. Pretty safe stuff from the Porsche engineers. Very nice fit and finish on the door panels. You see it's got a little leather-covered side airbag there. Nice design, kind of afterburner looking pull handles. You got a little flip-up map pocket, still working good. Those can be broken in beater models. Carpet on the bottom with the speaker grill up front. This sort of big, unnecessarily, I don't know what you'd call it. You lift them to open the frunk or the trunk and they work fine. This does have a power seat option, which is nice in this car. You know, if you're 7'2", you probably want the manuals. It gives you like another ½ inch of headroom. But if you're, you know, like most people, then the power seats are definitely the way to go. All right, let's hop in. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Probably wasn't that important. All right, so key on the left, Le Mans style. Thing fires right to life. Nice sound out of that big flat V6. Flat V6. Good Lord, you can tell it's Monday. Anyway, horizontally opposed V6. You can see a very nicely laid out instrument cluster here. Porsche obviously thinks the tach's your most important device there in the gauge. That's fine. That's facing you first thing. You got the miles off to the left as an afterthought. You got your temp and fuel over to the right. You got oil pressure to the right, and you got a voltmeter to the far left. So very, very, you know, well read if you're into your gauges. You know, nice design, harkens back to all earlier Porsches, the two big speakers up there. No other dash in the world looks like that. That is so specifically and uniquely 911. You can see it's got very nice climate control here. Let's get that going. Oh. So freezing air conditioning in this car, which is great since we're starting to come into summer here. It's hot as hell. You see it's got traction control, nice stuff. This will control the wipers. Very factory Porsche in-dash stereo unit. How do we open that? Right there you get a, what is that, a CD? Oh good, late enough to have a CD. You got your cigarette lighter there if that's your thing. Power top controls, defrost, lock and unlock. These early 996s had no glove box. Nowhere there at all, so just an airbag, and you're gonna have to find somewhere else for your books, like in the frunk. They do have this mystifying little slot there to put the books under the dashboard, but they never fit, so it really is kind of strange. All right, you also got in-dash CD storage. Pretty wild stuff. You can see the console's in good shape. Your TipTronic shifter. Go over here, you can do manual shifting, flip your way through the gears like that. You know, I'll tell you what, it's, you know, you can shift any automatic manually. Just pull it down, flip your way up, flip your way down. It's all fine. With these things up here, it really does mimic a manual gearbox, at least in terms of how the car drives, really, really well. So let's get the top up. Do that, we got to have the e-brake engaged. Let's press that guy here. Now you can see the top cover went back. Up comes the folding soft top. Little hook seals it into place. Keep your finger on the button and up come all four windows. Now you're very nicely ensconced inside your drop top 911. All these warning lights here, you can see I've got my seat belts off, so that's kind of a bummer. Let's get that on. I'll go for a spin that way. Oh, actually, before I do, I should walk around and show you the soft top, but I suppose I should put it in park first, so let's do that. Anyway, you can see black cloth soft top, nice shape, clear back window, very proper. Give that a close. The windows do their little cycle thing so that the air pressure doesn't build inside, make the door hard to close. You can see no real wear, no rips, no tears, everything looking nice there. And there's all that burbling and machinery noise from the flat six. All right, so Back in. Seatbelt on. We got work trucks doing U-turns in front of us. It's fine. E-brake off. That little warning light right there is the self-test for the rear spoiler. That comes on every time you fire up the car, start driving, get above a certain miles per hour, and it's going to shut off, unless there's a problem, in which case it will stay on. I don't think there's going to be a problem though. See, it's already off already. Away we go. So the thing that I love about 911s is they're like just your average 170 mile an hour daily driver, you know. This thing, it's practical enough. You can drive it to work. It's, you know, it's comfy. It's got great visibility. It's easy to get in and out of traffic. You know, it's in no way an exotic feeling device. I mean, this car feels very, you know, road mannerly when you're driving it normally. Nice cold air. Frost on the window, but you know, in the heart of every Porsche is a race car. So we go over to manual. You can see I flip down to first with the paddles, give it a little hammer, and you can hear that incredible sound out of that flat six. And that is a great rev band, pulls really nice all the way through. Flip down to downshift, now we're in second. You know, this is really where the tip, you know, just sort of acts like a manual in a way that you want. You can hold gears out, you can, you know, go down the road just like you're driving a manual gearbox, just clutchless, so to speak. And that's what makes this thing the perfect commuter, because if you're stoplight to stoplight in a city, you don't necessarily want to be shifting all the time in your daily driver. Sometimes it's nice to put it in drive and, you know, screw with your text messages, or, you know, look at the girl next to you in the, you know, the X3 or whatever's going on. You don't always be thinking about shifting and driving. Sometimes you just want to tool right along, and the tip does manage to do that for you. Handling wise, it's a slot car. I mean, this thing handles so beautifully. What did I think it was P.G. O'Rourke who called him ass engine Nazi slot cars, and you know, he's right. It's still to me the best description of a 911. Anyway, there it is. This is a 99 911 Carrera convertible, 62,000 miles on the clock. Great classic color combination, immaculate car, and all Porsche. Very, very fun to drive. You know, the 996s, they trade at a great price, so from either direction, they represent a bargain. If you're a guy who's scrabbling to get by, but you have to have a Porsche, this is the way to go. And if you're, you know, somebody who, you know, has a super high-end car, but wants something that isn't going to ruin them every time they get a rock chip, something to daily drive, this is a fantastic choice in that direction. So there it is. If you have an interest, give us a call. There's the sun. Oh, Lord. All right, I'm sure you can't see anything now. I'm going to zoom in here. 239-649-7300 on the web at mercedesexpert.com. Give it a little, see what happens when we do it in a manual mode, or I should say automatic. Listen to that. Oh, God, that is just absolute pure joy. Anyway, if you have an interest, give us a call. Thanks very much. Take care.